The original groundbreaking ceremony for the Red Skelton Museum of American Comedy took place here on the campus of Vincennes University in October 2006. Now, 19 years later, the new edition of the Red Skelton Fine Arts Gallery is nearing completion. I'm here today with Ann Pratt, the director of the Red Skelton Museum. Hi, Ann.
Hey.
And I have been driving by the construction now for what seems like a long time, and it's been really fun to watch from the outside, but I can't imagine how exciting it's been to kind of watch it step by step like you have.
It has been great, and it's been just about a year from now that they first, we had our ceremonial groundbreaking 2 years ago in October, but then it took them about a year after the ceremonial groundbreaking due to different delays, this and that, before they actually broke ground. So for the past year, I've been sneaking into the construction site to see where they are and doing video tours on WhatsApp for Mrs. Skelton, and it's just really been awesome.
Right, and you mentioned Mrs. Skelton. For those who don't know, give a little backstory on where the inspiration and all of this came from for the art gallery.
Well, Lothian Skelton is the third wife of Red Skelton. They married in 1973 after his divorce from his second wife, Georgia. And as some of you may know, in 1973, his television show had ended, and he was really starting to focus on his painting career. He was traveling around the country doing stand-up, but really doing a lot of painting. And so she kind of considers her the wife of the painting era. So his artwork is really important to him. But a lot of people don't really know that he was a painter, so obviously in the current museum, we only have room for about 7 paintings. So she's like, we need to be able to display more of his paintings. So a couple of years ago, after several years of deliberation and thought and everything, she donated $4 million to assist with the construction of this art gallery. Because she's just so passionate about there being more space for his art.
Yeah, that's really exciting, and I know it just looks beautiful. I mean, like I said, I've only seen it from the outside, but it just blends right in with the rest of the beautiful building of the Red Skelton Museum, and
it is.
It just looks great.
It is gorgeous, and the finishes inside, I mean, it is just spectacular. There's terrazzo floor, there's tile floors. We're going to be adding a couple of bathrooms because in addition to it being an art gallery, it's also an event space. So we will be able to host events, for the museum of up to nearly 200 people. Wow. So we're really excited about that opportunity as well.
So when is it going to be totally completed, and is there any kind of grand opening thing going on? What's going on?
We are on Sunday, November 16th. We're doing a grand opening celebration for the museum members, our corporate partners, our community partners. So that'll be on Sunday the 16th. And then on Tuesday, November 18th, it will actually be open to the public to come, and it will be part of your museum experience. So you'll come into the regular museum entryway and purchase your ticket, and that will include a trip through the art gallery because it will be connected to the other one through you'll see how your tour just continues on through.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So you said there's event space. Are there other spaces within? What all is going to be in this new edition?
Well, one thing that we're really excited about is a very large new archive space because our current archive is not very big, and with all the paintings, and Mrs. Skelton has sent an additional 300 original paintings that we now have in a storage space because we didn't have room for it in our archive. So we're going to be able to really get the archive set up with the artwork type archives in the new space, and then the regular television movie career archives will be in the current archive.
Okay. And you kind of talked about having lots of room. I think somewhere before you had talked about maybe in the future hoping to offer some art classes or things like that. What's that about?
I'm just really passionate about children having the opportunity to explore arts. I mean, we're kind of a sports-heavy town, and that's awesome, but there are some children that maybe sports aren't their thing, and they need an outlet to really explore art. So what I'd like to do, and of course this is all kind of pending funding because it all takes money to hire people to do these classes, but just looking at sessions of art classes, painting or drawing, sessions of perhaps drama classes, music classes, because these are all areas that Red excelled in. And so I just think carrying on his legacy in his hometown in a museum and art gallery dedicated to him would just be so fitting.
Yeah, and I know you had talked on here before once about how there was a webcam on the construction and you had people watching the construction. Do you know of anyone who's been watching from other parts of the country who has plans to come and see it on opening day?
I don't necessarily. There are definitely some of our members who have just been hammering me about the dates of when this is going to open and to make sure they're going to get their invite to attend. I know we have some coming from New York, some coming from Pennsylvania,
wow,
some coming from Florida. So we definitely have many people planning to attend from different parts of the country, and we're super. Of course, Mrs. Skelton will be here. She arrives earlier in the week, and she'll be here for a whole week, and she just can't wait.
Yeah, what a neat experience though, too, for Vincennes to have all these people come in, you know, and be able to see this and this beautiful new, you know, place that is all ours now, you know.
Yes.
And something that people might not know about Red Skelton was that he was a private in the U.S. Army, right?
He was. He really was a patriotic man, and he always supported the war efforts. He did stand-up shows to promote the war bonds prior, you know, to his entering the war in the earlier 1940s, and then he himself entered as a private in the U.S. Army, and I believe 1944, and he was in for just a short time. It was very stressful for him because I think he was being pulled in many directions, you know, working as a private and is with his platoon, but then also being asked to do shows as well. And so he, even after he came out of the Army, he continued to entertain the troops. And so we've always had kind of a section in the museum about his career, but now we have a special exhibit that showcases even more artifacts, posters, things advertising one of his medals, things, and it's called Private Skelton, and that will be in the museum through Veterans Day. So if you get a chance to come by the museum between now and then, you'll get to see that special exhibit up.
Right, and you said Veterans Day. Let's talk a little bit about the Veterans Day program and the involvement that the Red Skelton Museum has.
Right, well, Vincennes University always does a wonderful Veterans Day program, and I'm partnering with that group this year to work on the Veterans Day program, and we have a great program planned. And a lot of people don't realize that it's open to the public, and we really want to get as many people involved in the Veterans Day program as we can. And so it will be on Tuesday, November 11th at 11 a.m. So if you can remember 11/11/11, then you know when to show up at Vincennes University. But we have Major General Rick Stevens, originally from Vincennes, as our keynote speaker. Mrs. Skelton will be introducing Red Skelton's Pledge of Allegiance. We'll talk a little bit about Red. We have bands from Vincennes University, choirs from Vincennes University, and then afterwards we're partnering with the Harmony Society, and all veterans in attendance are invited back for a free lunch at the Harmony Society.
Wow, that sounds like, yeah, I didn't realize it was open to the public.
Yes, I know a lot of people didn't, and so we're really hoping to increase attendance this year and get more people there because it's such a spectacular show and it's such a great thing to recognize our veterans on that day, and it just so happens that we can actually do it on Veterans Day this year.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay, just so people kind of remember the facts, that's opening on October, when is it open? The new art gallery is open?
Open to the public on November 18th.
Okay.
And then our grand opening for our members and our corporate partners will be on November 16th. And then the Veterans Day program, 11/11 at 11 a.m. in the Red Skelton Performing Arts Center, open to the public. So I just hope that y'all are able to attend some of these great events.
Yes, right. So this is all, that's a unique time that it's open to the public. Does it still cost to get in to see it at the grand opening event, or? At
the grand opening event on the 16th, that's an invitation event for our members and our corporate partners, and that'll be in the afternoon on that. But it's like I said, it's for members and partners. But then open to the public on that Tuesday, and then moving forward every day after that. If you visit the museum, you can also visit the art gallery.
Perfect. And what are the hours that the museum's open?
We're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 5, and on Sundays, noon to 5.
Okay.
And we have special pricing for seniors and students. Our basic adult pricing is $9 for an adult.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Anne, and I look forward to watching the Veterans Day program myself, and I hope lots of people turn out for that and see it, because I think that's a really unique opportunity to see, and I'm excited about the art opening as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. If you'd like to watch the Vincennes University Veterans Day program, you can do so on the Vincennes University YouTube page.